The awakening you didn't know you were part of. Chosen one, listen closely. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. Something ancient, something sacred, led you here. Have you ever felt like life was testing you, not in grand, obvious ways, but in silent, invisible battles? Nights when doubt gripped your soul. Days when every step forward felt like walking through unseen storms. Moments when your faith was the only thing you had left to hold onto. What if I told you those struggles were never random? That they were secret thresholds? And you, dear soul, have just crossed the greatest one of all without even knowing it. This isn't just a message. This is your confirmation. You have passed the hidden test. And now, the heavens are stirring with blessings that bear your name. Tonight, we begin a journey not to chase blessings, but to step into alignment with them. A new season awaits. A new destiny unfolds. Welcome to your awakening, chosen one. Your true story begins now. The secret trials you never saw. Chosen one. You think you know the battles you fought, the heartbreaks, the betrayals, the nights when the weight of the world threatened to crush your spirit. But what if I told you? The real test, the one that determined everything, was hidden. It wasn't the loud betrayals. It wasn't the visible losses. It was the quiet moments when no one else was watching. It was the moment you stayed silent instead of seeking revenge. The choice to believe in hope when despair felt easier. The decision to forgive not because they deserved it, but because you refused to poison your own soul. Think back. Remember those nights you cried yourself to sleep, asking, "Why is this happening to me?" The job you lost. The friend who betrayed you. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers. What if those losses were never losses at all? What if they were mirrors, reflecting the strength you couldn't yet see within yourself? You thought you were just trying to survive, but every small act of resilience was a sacred answer to a cosmic question. Are you ready to carry the light? Will you remain true even when no one affirms you? Your family, your friends, even strangers, they became silent participants in your examination. Some encouraged your doubt, others ignited your anger. Not because they were evil, but because their words, their actions, were the tools sharpened by the universe to reveal you. Would you compromise to be accepted? Would you silence your truth to fit into their comfort? Would you dim your own light just to keep peace? And you brave soul, you may not have even known you were being tested. You simply chose, again and again, to stay rooted in love, to choose patience when anger burned hot, to keep trusting even when the night felt endless. Every unseen decision carved strength into your bones. Every silent sacrifice added light to your spirit. The world around you didn't notice. No one clapped for your victories. No banners were hung in your honor. But heaven took notice. The universe recorded every step. The silent tribunal of your soul gathered, and the verdict was clear. You passed. Not by fighting louder, but by standing stronger. The illusions have fallen. The chains you once carried in your mind, the doubts, the fears, the lies, they have been shattered. You were never weak. You were never lost. You were being forged. You are ready. Ready to rise. Ready to receive. Ready to embody the purpose you were born to fulfill. The blessings you once dreamed of, they are already in motion, waiting for your signal, waiting for your readiness. Chosen one, you passed the test you never knew you were taking. And now, your true story begins. Shattering the inner illusions. Chosen one. Passing the silent trials was only the beginning. Before the blessings could find you, something deeper had to be undone. The greatest enemy was never outside. It was within. For years, maybe even lifetimes, you carried illusions seeded into your soul. I'm not enough. I'm destined to fail. Happiness is for others, not for me. These lies were planted early, by careless words, by broken systems, by generations that knew only fear. Maybe you were taught that love must be earned. Maybe you believed success was a distant dream, reserved for someone luckier, someone better. Maybe you feared shining too brightly, afraid it would make others uncomfortable. And so, little by little, you built invisible walls around your own potential. Walls made of doubt. Walls built from the opinions of others. Walls reinforced by every disappointment, every setback, every broken promise. You thought you were protecting yourself. But in truth, you were imprisoning yourself. Yet here's the divine twist. Every illusion is fragile. It holds power only as long as you believe it. The moment you question it even slightly, the cracks begin to form. Remember those moments of awakening? When you suddenly wondered, maybe I'm not broken. Maybe I was never meant to shrink myself. Maybe I am worthy after all. Those moments were not accidents. They were sacred whispers from your higher self, calling you home. But breaking illusions is not painless. It shatters everything familiar. It demands that you let go of identities you clung to for survival. You had to face the parts of yourself that agreed with the doubters. The part that said, "They're right. I'm not enough." The part that accepted scraps instead of abundance. The part that apologized for simply existing. But you chose to look in the mirror and say, "No more. No more shrinking. No more apologizing for your light. No more agreeing with lies dressed up as wisdom." And as you shattered the illusions inside, the chains outside began to fall too. The job that kept you small dissolved. The relationships that drained you fell away. The fear that once paralyzed you lost its grip. Because here's the secret. When you free your mind, you free your entire reality. The doubters, the obstacles, the setbacks, they were never the true enemy. They were reflections. Mirrors showing you the false beliefs you needed to release. And now, with the illusions shattered, your soul stands unburdened. The ceiling is gone. The cage is gone. Only sky remains. And in that sky, new dreams are born. New visions take flight. New possibilities stretch before you, infinite, boundless, divine, chosen one. You have done the hardest part. You have set yourself free. And now, your real ascension begins. The divine blueprint behind every setback. Chosen one. If you look back at your journey, you might see a path scattered with obstacles, heartbreaks, delays. But what if I told you? Every seeming setback was not a mistake. There was a blueprint. A divine map, crafted specifically for your soul. When the door slammed shut in your face, it wasn't rejection. It was protection. It was redirection. Think back. That relationship you begged to work out. The opportunity you thought was the only way. The dream you clung to with both hands. Had they been granted, they would have anchored you to a version of yourself that you have long outgrown. The universe was never punishing you. It was preserving you. It saw the dreams buried deeper within you, the dreams your human mind had not even dared to imagine yet. Dreams of true alignment, of real love, of sacred purpose. But first, you had to be prepared. Chosen one, preparation often looks like delay. It looks like loneliness. It looks like everything falling apart. But in truth, you were being refined. Not punished, polished. Not broken, rebuilt. Each heartbreak chipped away the parts of you that no longer served your destiny. Each closed door pushed you closer to the right one. Each silent season whispered strength into your soul. When people walked away, it wasn't to diminish you. It was to create space for those who could truly walk beside your light. When opportunities crumbled, it wasn't to humiliate you. It was to prevent you from being trapped in a life too small for your spirit. You see, divine timing is never about rushing. The tree doesn't bloom before its roots run deep. The star doesn't shine until it's burned through the darkness. And your soul doesn't rise until it's strong enough to carry the light it was born to bear. Every delay was a kindness. Every detour, a deeper lesson. The betrayal, it taught you discernment. The silence, it taught you to hear your own spirit. The failure, it taught you to anchor your worth beyond external validation. Without these sacred lessons, the blessings now rushing toward you would have crushed you instead of blessing you. Because blessing without preparation becomes burden. But blessing after refinement becomes destiny. And now, you are ready, not just to receive, but to sustain, not just to dream, but to embody. The setbacks were never setbacks. They were sacred steps. You were never lost. You were being led. Chosen one, trust the path. Trust the blueprint. Trust the divine within you. Your breakthrough was never random. It was always written. When the blessings begin to overflow. Chosen one, you have walked through the fire. You have shattered illusions. You have trusted the blueprint, even when it made no sense. And now, the season you thought would never come has arrived. At first, the blessings will come softly, almost shyly, like the first light stretching across a darkened horizon. A forgotten debt repaid. A message from a long-lost friend. An opportunity that feels like it was tailor-made for your soul. You might question it at first. Is this real? Am I dreaming? You are not dreaming, beloved soul. You are reaping. The seeds you planted in silence, through tears, through persistence when no one applauded, are breaking through the soil. The first blooms may seem small, but pay attention. They are signals of something far greater stirring beneath the surface. Soon, the momentum builds. What began as whispers becomes songs. What started as a trickle becomes a flood. Unexpected financial breakthroughs. Creative ideas flowing effortlessly. Relationships forming that nourish your spirit instead of draining it. And those who once doubted your path will stand in quiet awe. They will call it luck. They will call it coincidence. But you will know better. You will recognize the fingerprints of the divine on every blessing. This overflow is not random. It is sacred. It is the harvest of your soul's alignment. Yet, with great blessings comes a new kind of test. The temptation to drift. To forget who carried you through the fire. Success can be a more subtle illusion than failure. When abundance flows, so can ego. So can complacency. You must stay anchored. Remember, you did not walk this journey alone. Yes, You chose resilience. Yes, you endured. But invisible hands lifted you when you staggered. Silent forces fought battles you never saw. Gratitude must become your foundation. Humility your shield. Service your natural response. Let your overflow become a river that nourishes others. Share your wisdom. Share your story. Share your light. Not out of obligation, but because your cup is so full, it spills over effortlessly. Chosen one, you have earned this season. But remember, true blessings do not end with you. They expand through you. Your blessings are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of a far greater one. Your true mission begins now. Chosen one, you've crossed the threshold. You've shattered illusions. You've stayed grounded as your world expanded. Now, a new calling rises from within you. A calling bigger than success, bigger than abundance, bigger even than yourself. You see, this was never only about receiving blessings. It was about becoming the vessel for a greater purpose. The hardships you endured were not just for you. They shaped you into a lighthouse for others still lost at sea. Your resilience is not just a trophy. It's a tool. Your healing is not just personal. It's generational. Your victories are not an end. They are the beginning of a new mission. You carry wisdom now. Wisdom forged in the fires of unseen battles. There are souls who need what only you can give. Souls trapped in doubt, fear, and despair. Waiting for someone who understands the journey. Someone who knows the cost of awakening. You don't have to force it. You don't have to strive to make an impact. You only have to be who you truly are. Your scars, your triumphs, your truth. They radiate a silent power that awakens hope wherever you go. You are no longer chasing signs. You are the sign. You are no longer asking to be chosen. You are the chosen. Your mission may look different from anything you ever imagined. It might be grand and public, or it might be quiet, healing hearts in unseen ways. Both are sacred. Both are powerful. Both matter more than you know. This next season is not about proving yourself. It's about embodying your truth with humility and boldness. Your light is not for applause. It is for awakening. It is for healing. It is for building bridges across broken places. You carry pieces of the divine within you, encoded in your spirit long before you were born. The world has been waiting for you. The heavens have been cheering for you. And now, the stage is set. It's time to live beyond yourself. It's time to rise with no fear, no hesitation, no apology. Chosen one, your true mission begins now. And the universe is moving with you. Every step of the way. Reflecting on triumph and moving forward. Chosen one, you have crossed through fire, walked through shadows, and risen higher than you ever imagined. Now, as you stand on this sacred ground, it's time to pause and reflect. Not to dwell in the past, but to honor the magnitude of your journey. Look back, not with regret, but with reverence. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every silent night was a thread in the tapestry of your transformation. You are not who you once were. You are stronger, wiser, clearer, unshakable. The doubts that used to consume you have lost their voice. The fears that once held you captive now crumble beneath your feet. You see now what you could not see before. You were never abandoned. You were being equipped. You were never broken. You were being rebuilt. The tears you cried in silence watered the soil of the destiny you now walk upon. The patience you chose in pain opened the doors you now see swinging wide before you. Your triumph is not just about surviving the storms. It's about becoming the storm. The unstoppable force that clears the path for your own light to shine. You have proven to yourself that you are enough. Not because of what you have achieved, but because of who you chose to become when no one else was watching. You no longer need to seek validation from the outside world. You have found your worth within. And yet, even now, this is not the end. It is the beginning of an even greater unfolding. There will still be challenges. There will still be lessons. But now, you face them not from a place of fear, but from a place of knowing. You know who you are. You know whose you are. You know the light you carry. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but you will move with a grace that can only come from one who has seen the depths and chosen to rise anyway. Walk forward, chosen one. Not as someone trying to become worthy, but as someone who already is. Move boldly. Love deeply. Serve joyfully. Dream limitlessly. You are no longer a seeker. You are a carrier of truth. You are a bringer of light. And the story that unfolds from here will be even greater than the one that brought you to this moment. Stay faithful. Stay focused. Stay aligned. Because the best is not behind you. It's ahead of you. Waiting for your courage. Your vision. Your yes. Your rise is inevitable. Your purpose is unstoppable. And your destiny is already written in the stars. Chosen one, this is only the beginning. A final blessing for the chosen ones. Chosen one, you have listened. You have endured. You have risen. Now, carry this truth with you wherever you go. You are not walking alone. You never have been. The same divine force that guided you here is the same force that will guide your every next step. When the path feels uncertain, trust the whisper within. When doubt tries to creep in, remember the victories you have already won. When the world grows loud, return to the stillness where your power was born. You are more than ready. You are more than worthy. You are anointed, appointed, and aligned for such a time as this. Let your life be a living testimony. Let your light be a beacon for others still searching. Let your heart remain open. Your soul remain strong. And your spirit remain unshakable. You are chosen. You are destined. You are called. And now, you are released. Released into your purpose. Released into your promise. Released into your overflow. Go forth, chosen one. With faith in your heart, fire in your spirit, and the certainty that nothing formed against you can stand. The world has been waiting for your light. The heavens have been cheering for your victory. And the universe is moving to honor your faithfulness. Your story is only just beginning, and it will be more beautiful than you ever dared to dream. Walk boldly. Shine brightly. Love endlessly. You were born for this, and nothing will stop you now.